don't trust it. Oh, it is. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hey.
Can you guys hear us? Oh, maybe I should have gotten the lavalier mic that Manny usually gives me.
As long as they can hear
That's
us.
fine. And the green
Can
button's
you hear
going.
us? Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, awesome.
Okay, yeah. Let me.
We can't hear you guys though.
Hi, guys. Thanks for joining us for the live.
Hi, Jennifer, Sarah, Kelly, Miss Memories 18.
Rayanne. That's Rayanne.
G. Standifer.
Is that Gina?
Lee. Elizabeth. You're not late. We just started.
Yeah, you're good.
Hey, hi. Monica's
Monica's
hi,
here.
I'm so happy I made it to the live. It's 3 a.m. in Romania.
Oh my gosh,
Wow.
that's
But I wanted
commitment.
to be here at least in the beginning because I love it when you guys get together, and I appreciate that you do this for us. Oh, Monica, thank you. I'd be sleeping.
Wow.
Monica's dedicated.
Yeah, I'd be sleeping.
So we figured we'd jump on and chat about the things that we should be listing for as we're coming up to the summer months here. So we're mid-May.
Yeah.
Tracy's here. Hi, excited to hang out with
everyone.
everyone. Yay, we're glad you're here, Tracy. So why don't we open this up with you guys in the chat? Let us know what you're thinking would be some good things to be listing for right now in mid-May. What are some things? Elizabeth said that was a reference to Shawna's latest trend activity.
I watched it today, so I know exactly what
Oh.
you're talking about.
I didn't see something about.
The
Oh,
little
sorry,
goose.
I'm late. Okay, with the goose. All right,
Yeah.
Elizabeth, we should have been on top of that. Were you dilly-dallying, Elizabeth? Is that what you were doing?
Yeah.
Or were you researching trends?
Mhm.
We just did an activity in the membership on that. So that's what Elizabeth is referencing.
Yeah, I was at work today and I was like downloading and doing some research on it and starting to design after watching that.
Lyneida was just showing me her designs.
Yeah.
They were so cute. They were
Yeah.
so cute. So for those of you not in the membership, there's a trending design. You've probably noticed. Sorry, I'm late. I was dilly-dallying, and it's a goose running.
G standard for, oh man, I'm in a movie, but I just had to tune in. I love that.
What movie is it?
Yeah, what movie are you watching? Let me see. Miss Memories Rayanne said, finish up 4th of July, back to school, Summerween?
Summerween.
Like for Halloween.
Uh-huh.
And maybe soon start with Halloween, Christmas in July.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so hi guys, Laura said.
Laura.
I'm going to loop back to Rayanne in a second.
I keep watching so you get the views. Oh, thank you. Maureen, I'm glad we're muted. One of my cats is howling because I won't let him go outside when it starts getting dark. That's funny.
Well, we're not muted. You're going to hear Bully in the background panting and all kinds of noise. I didn't bring Tucker because that would have just been an extra thing to watch.
Oh, yeah.
An extra thing to watch.
Tucker doesn't like Bully.
No.
Marianela, hi, Shawna and friends.
Hello. So Rayanne said some really good ones up here.
Yeah.
She said,
I wonder, does she have your general news calendar?
I've got the calendar pulled up right here. So yes, some of the things we want to be working on. End of school is done. Don't do any more last day of school stuff. Kiss that one goodbye. Start working on back to school.
Mm-hmm.
And with back to school specifically, you want to be working on personalized like teacher name shirts, team shirts. So 3rd grade crew, that kind of stuff. 3rd grade team, you could be a little more creative than just, 3rd grade team, but just to give you an idea, that kind of stuff. And then you could also do phrases that go together, like collect 8 to 12 phrases and put them together as like a funny set of group listings. And then you can also, of course, work on, specific back to school phrases like, glad to see your face kind of stuff. Anything I'm throwing out, make sure you check uspto.gov to make sure that you're not using, I'm not looking at the computer right now. So, just make sure that you don't use something that's trademarked, even if I'm giving it as an example. Go do your due diligence, make sure you check that. So teacher stuff, back to school definitely is stuff that you can work on. I'm certainly working on that. Feel free to interrupt me if you see something you want to share.
Yeah, Monica says she's focusing on teacher grade levels, back to school, and bachelorette.
Nice. Bachelorette was one of the things on our list today. to mention.
Oh, Marianela said that she got another group sale today. 8 items.
Woo! That's
Nice.
awesome!
Congratulations.
Congrats.
Group sales, guys.
Yeah.
Teacher back to school is group, even if you just have the teacher name on it.
Mhm.
If you're afraid, I guess what I'm saying is if you're afraid to do group stuff, this is a really great way to get into group stuff because you're accidentally making group items, even though you're just doing one design on a shirt, right?
Mhm.
So even though you just do a name, the whole level, the whole grade level, you'll have lots of one-offs, people just buying
Yeah,
it.
I'll do that.
But you'll also have
I'll
people,
get
like
that.
a whole team come in and buy it.
Mhm.
And it's really fun because you'll get a cha-ching one right after the other. Sometimes a teacher from the team will buy it for everybody.
They buy it and then they buy it individually, so they all come together.
Yes. So they will be. Sorry.
I'm going to interject because I forgot about this, and Lyneida said, "Oh, mention it."
I was
I
hoping you would
got
say it.
my first. I had a group order before a couple of times, but this was 10 shirts, and that's the biggest. That
When
I've
did
ever
this
sold.
happen?
A few weeks ago.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
that's so
Like 2
fun.
weeks
a couple
ago.
weeks ago.
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago.
I didn't know.
It was
Yeah.
yeah, very awesome.
It was so cool.
Doesn't it make you want to list more, Mike?
Yeah.
Well, we have a little challenge. If you haven't watched our little interview with Mike, I gave him a challenge of just doing one design a week, which is 2 listings, because he wasn't doing anything and he was still getting sales. So just adding, he has a new job, he has a lot of responsibility. So just putting something up weekly so that it shows some activity in the shop to see what that does.
Right.
He did get a group order.
And as a matter of fact, like 5 minutes before the live started,
Yes.
it was like all of a sudden there was a ruckus over here from like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Like, what is wrong?
I didn't do that.
It was pretty much like that.
He jumped up.
He jumped up and he got 2 orders. What was it? Day before yesterday?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he just remembered he had the 2 orders, so he's putting them through because
Yeah.
we sync after we get the orders.
Maureen, I'm new to this, but maybe items related to patriotic holidays in summer.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. 4th of July is coming up.
Let's see. Woohoo, Mike. Group orders rock. Do more. LOL.
Yes.
That's wonderful. Happy for you, Mike. Shannon, just got a sale for an item I just listed this morning. That's awesome.
Yay.
Whoa. That's not ever happened before. So pumped now. Oh, that's so exciting.
It was me.
Here, good luck.
Let me see. Thanks, guys. Da-da. And thanks, Shawna, who put me into group listings. Marianela.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
That's where it's at.
Yeah. Let me see. Carla. Hey, Carla. That's awesome, Shannon. Double down. Yes, double down. Didn't you do a video recently in your membership about double down?
Guys, I'm sorry. I'm coughing. I'm trying to figure out. It might be asthma. Trying to get it figured out. So if I drive anyone crazy coughing, I'm super duper sorry. Yeah, in the membership, we did double down. I'm probably going to do a YouTube video on it also. So don't worry if you're not in the membership. I'm going to hit that topic in YouTube also. But it was a really good session, which is why I want to do a YouTube video on it now.
Right.
Now, for those that don't know, a quick sentence, what is double down?
Double down means that if you have traction on something and that traction looks different depending on where you're at in your shop, traction for me means I'm making sales there, right? But traction for me when I first got started might be I just got favorites on this thing, or I just, that's traction. I want to double down on anything that seems to have more traction than other things. So that could look different at different phases in your shop. You want to make more of that consistently week after week in your shop and add to that. And it's a juggling act, because if you're getting some traction here in the teacher niche and you're getting some traction over here in family vacation is another one we could be working in this summer right now. And I know I'm heavy with the group stuff because I think it's just such a great way to build your shop up. Those are things that you want to double down on and hit regularly.
Jennifer said, Shawna, drink really hot coffee. The heat and caffeine will dilate your airways in your lungs and will help you breathe easier since you don't have an inhaler.
Okay, I'll try that.
And since Shawna puts about 33 cups of creamer in it, maybe she can cut down on that too.
And sugar.
And sugar. Yeah.
I see Mario's here. Hi, Mario.
Where?
He's right there.
Oh, okay. Hi.
I feel silly asking this, but what is a group listing? Not a silly question at all.
Not at all. Hold on. Let me pull up an example.
All right. So while Lyneida is pulling up an example, a group listing is something. It's a shirt that can sell to groups. So people celebrating their birthdays, the birthday girl wears a shirt, and the people that are celebrating. Listen, I didn't realize this was a thing because we've never worn group shirts prior to being on Etsy, right?
No.
I
didn't even know it was a thing.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a thing. Teachers would get shirts, but I didn't really think of it as a group shirt. But the grade level will wear the shirt matchy. They go to school together wearing the shirt. A whole school will wear shirts together. Families.
Here's an example. These are like most likely to, and so they'll use mock-ups that have like multiple shirts to signify that you can get multiple like different designs. So this is a most likely to. Can you guys see? It's 4th of July, most likely to. Get closer. Oh yeah, you can actually see it pretty good.
So there's different sayings on each one.
So
and you can have a drop menu that has those options and more.
It's a funny one. Chill the 4th out. Take 100 fireworks pics, red wine and blue. Sing the national anthem off key. Drink all the beer. Declare independence from responsibilities. So it's all most likely to designs.
And if you're afraid to do something like this, notice the one she was just showing you was all in white shirts. Mm-hmm. These can get complex, right? So to simplify it for you.
Oh, here's a complex one. Wait, no, that's not it. Right here.
Different colors and different options. I don't do that
this
either.
Is just way too complicated.
She's going to show you in a second.
So it's the same thing, but it's all on red and blue shirts.
So now you've got different options.
Phrases and different shirt colors and
So it can get a little complex. So the easiest way to start out with a group listing is to do teacher 3rd grade team. It's the same design, but the whole team is going to buy one. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
That looks like a jumbled mess.
Yeah.
Hope there's nobody's in here.
No. It's just so many different colors. Yeah. It's a light blue. It's like a grayish color. It's a darker blue. It's a medium blue. It's a red. It's a white. There's so many different colors. So then you have to be able to add that into. It's just going to get complicated when you add it into your listing. You're going to have to sit there. It's a lot of work.
I know a lot of these are set up also where it's never syncable because the person that sets something like this up. A lot of the listings, I don't do this, what I'm about to tell you. You get 2 drop-down menus on Etsy.
Yeah.
And so in one drop-down menu, you got to put the size. They've got to choose their size, their color, and they also have to choose their phrase. So now that's 3 things they have to choose, but you only get 2 drop-down menus. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people will they'll let you choose your color and your size, but then in the personalized window, they choose their phrase, which means forever and always, you'll be putting that order together manually. You'll be putting all that together manually.
A lot of personalization, a lot of time spent on it. And so group orders, group listings in general do take more time than just single shirt designs and orders, especially if they're not customizable. But the extra work is worth it.
They can make you a lot of money. So instead of setting your design up like your listing up, like I was just mentioning, you could combine. If you wanted to put all 3 of those things, size, color, and phrase, you can, in one drop-down menu, combine 2. So, for example, your size and your color could be together. Small green, large green. Small pink, medium pink, large pink. And then in the next drop-down menu, your phrase would be there.
Yeah.
But I don't even really do that very often.
Yeah.
I know what you're thinking.
Yep.
It's an inside joke.
Me going through all those variations made him think of a silly thing that he likes to make fun of me for. So
let me see. Okay, so Mariana, hey Shawna, the group order I have today is in my niche, but she requests to add her name in the design. Can I use the same design to make another listing with her name?
Wait, say that one more time.
She wants to add her name into the design. Can I use the same design to make another listing with her name?
You mean like, well, yeah, you could, but it's got her name in it. I think I'm missing something.
Well, it's like when we personalize and we put a name in the listing and then people can change it if they want to.
Yeah, so you want to show it as a variation to say, hey, I'm going to customize the name for you. I think it's fine if you're using her name.
Let me see.
As an example.
As an example.
Not just this is the only name that can
Yes.
Right.
Yes. You have to have a custom option.
I think that's what she meant. Yeah.
Ashlyn, I'm finally starting to get consistent sales. I've had at least one sale every day since last Monday. Yay!
Yeah, that's so exciting, Ashlyn.
I'm working on
Ashlyn,
doubling
is that?
down.
I think this is. I have a new member
Kids
in the
bug
membership.
shirts and
Bug
boy mama
shirts?
shirts. Does that sound familiar? Is that the same Ashlyn?
Well, I have an Ashlyn that just joined, so I wonder if that's her.
okay.
I'm working. Wait, so did she have a question? No,
I'm fine. Just letting you know I'm doubling down on kids bug shirts and boy mama shirts.
Super fun. Super fun.
Tracy, I just sold a group order of 14 hoodies in the birthday niche
so
overnight. Oh, that's really exciting.
That's so exciting.
Usually, when it's like over 10, it's like so exciting to
It
see that. I mean, any amount of like a group order is fun, but when you see like those extra bigger numbers, like it's just so exciting to see. That was an exciting order to wake up to.
Yes.
Those are the best.
Made money overnight while you were sleeping. That's what it's all about.
Marianela, yes, I went to a trip with my son and all of the teachers were wearing the same design with their names. That's cool.
Yep, they'll buy matchy for field trips too. Yep.
Shannon said, thanks guys, I'm definitely doubling down. This listing was a customized version of my best-selling item I currently have. So excited to see how this listing goes. That's awesome.
Cool.
Laura is talking to Marianela. Yes, you can. I just had a customer request to add something to a design I made. I just copied it and updated it for her. Awesome.
Nice.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
where are we?
Oops. Sorry, guys.
I scrolled up too high.
We scrolled really fast. We'll
Right
find
here.
it. Okay.
Design. Okay, Sarah. Woo, y'all are inspiring. Let me get back into my Canva. Maureen, I just started my store last week. Oh, that's
Maureen,
exciting.
That's super exciting.
That's exciting.
I think I have a Marine that just joined too. If that's
Enjoy
you,
the
welcome,
journey.
welcome.
Enjoy the journey.
You'll look back one day. Yeah, I have a Marine that just joined.
Oh,
I wonder if that's
awesome.
Maureen. You'll look back one day and you'll really wish that you enjoyed the journey. You'll get there. You're gonna get there.
What is this? Elizabeth, I've been watching Anywhere POD videos and looks awesome. Can mockup, list, and SKU link group stuff.
This is a new it's a new
thing
app or
one more thing to learn.
We were just saying
we were just talking
the more
about
we
this.
learn, the more there is to learn.
Is it like it's like Printful? Like is it?
No, it's not like Printful, but
kind of
they
like
mock
Canva.
up,
How you could?
Yeah, they've been talking about it in the community actually.
Really?
And who did a video on it? Someone did a video on it. I can't think of her name right now.
Hi, Shay Shay.
Hey Shay.
Hey Shay.
Maureen, I see. Like family reunion shirts. Yes, I see at Disney when they go to Disney. Just don't do Disney.
Yeah, don't do Disney. But
That's
family
copyrighted.
reunion is actually a really good one to work on over the summer. A lot of people taking vacations over the summer and doing family reunions.
Laura, I bought the lifetime membership for Hello Custom, but have yet to use it. I need to get on that.
Yes.
Yeah. Carla said hi to Shay. Hooray, Tracy. Hey, Shay. Yep. Thanks. It's very helpful. Hi, Monica. Hi, Shay. Hi. Oh my God. Why did it do that?
It just
right
scrolls crazy for us. Okay.
There we go. Okay. Here we go. Kelly. Hey guys. Would you recommend creating a separate custom listing or just adding it as an option to an existing group listing?
I think that depends on what it is. So, this really would depend on what it was. So if you had, would you recommend creating a separate custom listing or just adding it as an option to an existing group listing?
What option?
So Kelly, you'd have to tell us a little bit more about what it is that, you're looking at. So for example, like, let's say there was you had a team name, like let's say it said 3rd grade team and someone said, hey, could you add my name to that? That's worthy of a new listing. And maybe the font that you use to say 3rd grade team, or maybe underneath you personalize it. So, and then your SEO would also be different. You'd use words like personalized teacher name shirt, custom teacher name. You'd use those kinds of words in your SEO also. So that would be worthy of a separate listing. You could also have it as, once they're in your 3rd grade dream team. I think dream team is copyrighted trademark, but 3rd grade best team ever, 3rd grade or whatever. If the first mock-up photo does not show personalized shirt and they're looking for a personalized shirt, you're missing that whole customer base. That's worthy of a separate listing, like an example like that. Hope that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Shannon, at Tracy, that's amazing. I had my first group order this week for 10 shirts.
Yay!
Feels great, doesn't it?
Nice.
Congrats, Shannon.
If you are sitting out there wondering if group shirts is worth getting one,
I mean, this is the proof.
this is the proof. Amazing.
G. Standifer, we should do a meetup like Camp Shawna. Oh, that's fun.
I love it.
I'm excited. Those big orders, but at the same
We can
time,
wear
scary
matching
at the
shirts.
beginning.
We can wear
Yeah.
matching shirts to the meetup.
It is scary, Marianela. It is. The first year I refused to go into group shirts because Shawna was talking about her orders and the personalization and changing the phrases and doing this, and I was like, I don't have time for all of that. So I was not interested at all in doing the group shirts until eventually I had no other option.
I think the first
Shirts.
time I did it, I did something wrong. I think the prices were wrong or something, and I was like,
I think I
Forget
remember
it.
this.
forget it, like because it takes a while to set it up, and once you set it up, then you can keep reusing.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We a lot of the way we set our listings up is we set them up in Etsy and then we duplicate from there.
Mm-hmm.
So then nothing is synced. You really kind of got to do that with group listings anyways.
Yeah.
If you're,
You're not
going
going
to
to sit
offer
there and
different
sync
sizes.
everything.
So we only sync the ones that actually start selling. But yeah, it's a lot to set up. And so
And when something messes up, especially in the beginning when you're first starting out on the group listings, you're like, oh, this is just too much. We're already struggling to make listings, and then we're doing the group listings. But once you get the hang of it, you almost don't do anything but group listings.
it's so rewarding to get those group sales. You want to feed that fire. You want to
There's
double down
such a
on that.
difference in that. And even just in my videos, I know a lot of the comments that people have said, it's like, wait, when I share my numbers, well, wait, I had the same amount of orders as you, but about half of the revenue, not profit, not what I take home, but it's because I focus on group listings.
So her average order volume
Has
bumps
multiple.
up. So I know my average order volume is 2.5. That's usually what it is because I'll sell single stuff, but then
Me too.
so many group things sell that the average order volume
Yeah.
winds up being higher. There was something I wanted to say. Hopefully it'll come back.
Thanks for your response. The power of POD with Riley. Hello. Hopping on late. Very excited to join you all. Hi, Riley.
Hey, Riley. We're glad you made it. I know what I
Yes.
was going to say, going back to group orders.
Mhm.
And it's also a little scary the first time you get a group order.
Oh, my
Because then you're
God.
like, oh my God, I hope this gets there and I don't have to do a refund of like 10 shirts. Listen, most of the time it all winds up just fine. My very first order, though, out the gates, very first order was a teacher shirt, and it was not a group. It didn't say team, it didn't say dream team or anything like this on it. We were going back to school after the shutdown, and I had made a colorful design about hugging you in my heart, even though I couldn't like hug you. It was I didn't make up the phrase. It was a popular phrase, but everyone was doing it just in white. And so I wanted like the super colorful one. I just kind of made the design up out of the top of my head, which doesn't usually work out well, but it worked out well for me this once. You want to base your designs on research. My phrase was based on research. My first sale was a principal of a school, and they wanted to buy 30 of those shirts.
Oh, nice.
So I remember, I know exactly where I was. I was in the hallway at school coming back from dropping my kids off. And I looked at my phone. I was like, oh my God. She didn't buy it yet, but she was asking me about it. So I was messaging her back, and I had told Christy, remember my friend Christy at school?
Mhm.
She was the first person I told about. I hadn't told anyone about my Etsy shop yet because I was like, is this going to work? I don't know.
When
Is
you
this gonna
quit?
work? That's it. I'm giving my 2 weeks. And then I was so nervous the entire time that package was on its way. What if it winds up at the wrong address? What if, I had and it wound up just fine. It wound up just fine. However, I just got an order for 16 shirts. The person wanted them fast. So I quickly, while I was trying to create YouTube content, I was like, oh, let me stop and let me do this real fast. I got it through in Printful. It's going to get there on time. And 2 days later, this is an old listing. I hardly ever sell from it. And 2 days later, I sell from another like sister version of it. Like it was the same design that I've really never sold from either, but it was just slightly changed. One really colorful, one with a different color scheme. Well, the other version of it sold, and I thought, well, that's really weird. You would think the one that already sold would have sold again, because what are the chances of these two designs that have been dusty on the shelves? It's more likely that the same one would
Yeah.
be up in the algorithm. which got me a little concerned. Do you guys see where I'm going with this?
Yep.
Got me a little concerned.
You
So
did
I
the
went.
new design.
So that's 16 shirts that I synced in. I synced them wrong. They're wrong, and I sent 16 shirts out that are the wrong design.
Oh wow.
And so I'm just crossing my fingers.
She likes it.
I'm just crossing my fingers. I know that she needed them for a certain day, and then it's for an event. So I'm hoping she gets them and is just like so happy she has them just in time for the event. That I never hear about it again. Yeah. If you guys think about it, I'll keep you posted.
Oh, that's
The reality is.
She's opening the box right now, and she's like cursing my name.
She's probably gonna come in the comments real quick.
Oh no. Miss Memories 18. You said that too? Miss Memories?
Rayanne.
I use all POD.
That one we were talking about.
Oh.
Yeah. Anywhere POD.
Anywhere.
And I'm loving
it. It is one more expense, but so worth it for group listing.
I gotta try it out. I
can't.
I'll try it out and I'll let you know.
I got Canva, I got Playground, now Anywhere POD. There's too many things to learn.
I was just overwhelming her before this meeting.
Simply Shawna is the best teacher, Maria.
Thank you, Maria.
Angel Passive made a video.
Thank you, Angel Passive Income. That too made a video about Anywhere POD.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
I love her.
Monica, totally agree, Maria. Oh God.
Oops, it's scrolling crazy again.
Okay, totally agree. Okay. They have a new feature that auto imports your Canva design and keeps them in layers. Also includes personalization like Hello Custom.
We got to check it out.
Okay. Yep, I'm that new Maureen. Hello.
Yay!
Oh, hi. Susan, Angel interviewed Anywhere POD. Riley got a group order for 13 yesterday. Woo! And another for 8 today.
That is awesome.
Love group listings. I wish I could listen, she's in the movie.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry, you can catch up on all the comments later.
You're gonna get comments.
Yeah.
Turn your screen down.
Thanks. I think you answered my question. LOL. I want to go to Camp Shawna this summer. LOL.
Matching shirts. Here we come.
Let me see. That's awesome, Riley. Keep listing groups. But do any of you use Playground?
I just gotten into it. I do feel like it's one of the easiest AI
I was happy to see
things. I was just selling Lyneida
She
on
was
it
showing me,
this.
yeah.
It's pretty awesome.
Dorothy, I'm late too, but always happy to see / hang with you
Yay,
guys.
we're glad you're here, Dorothy.
Susan, hi guys. I'm new to Shawna's group and we talk mainly about designing for shirts. When do you recommend branching off into other items like blankets or mugs, or do you primarily stay with shirts?
Hey, Susan. Welcome to the community. Okay, that's a great question.
You go.
I felt like you had something you wanted to say.
No, I was thinking about it.
So I would suggest don't even think about branching out at first. It is so overwhelming and it's so hard to get good at one product. So
get it out there in the algorithm.
Yep. And
get it viewed
and to learn and even the setup.
The mock-ups and like the tumblers that wrap around.
You have to like go in and figure out, well, what is my customer going to wonder? What I got to answer that on my photo cards. I got to like make good photo cards so they understand. And so I've got to go research, and everything needs to be researched. So you shouldn't be doing anything without researching. You got to go to Etsy. You got to see, well, what kinds of mock-ups are bestsellers being sold on? I got to go find those bestsellers. I got to explain all the same things that the best-selling listings are explaining in their photo cards. This is very time consuming. And this is the secret. And please hear me when I say this. There's absolutely nothing more important that you could put your time into other than testing designs. Mm-hmm. If you could sell a shirt just as likely as you could sell a mug, as you could sell a blanket. You have to learn how to create designs people want to buy, and then you have to test many designs in order to get that going. So I would suggest sticking with shirts. If you get super bored, add another product. But I stuck with shirts, and then the next one I did was sweatshirts, and I've done well with sweatshirts. And
I've done some, I've thrown in some sweatshirts in there. I feel like it's similar enough to shirts that it's not so different to have to like figure out. But I have about like 4,000 listings. I'm still not anywhere near I want to be where I would think to branch out. If there's any listings in my shop that are like different, like a mug or a tumbler or anything, because somebody asked it. Mm-hmm. I put it on a mock-up so they could see what the design was, and it was something custom. And I figured, let me put it up just in case.
Right. Yeah. It's a lot of work It's a lot of work to add. And the only time that I really, and not to say there's anything wrong with having more products, like okay, so I don't know if we've ever shared this, but we tried to open a shop together. Okay, in the very beginning,
before we opened our own individual shop, Shawna
I had my
hers,
shop, and it was starting to.
We did,
and I don't even think I hadn't quit my job yet or anything.
No,
but I knew it would work. I knew it would work.
You don't, because you didn't listen it. I did.
You don't remember this?
No.
My friend design.
Oh, I remember the name,
on.
But I don't like that's it.
We had set it up. I mean, I don't think it exists anymore.
But you remember? I don't think it. No, I think we deleted it. But
yeah,
you remember us doing it? You actually did.
When she started, we figured that it would be easier for us to have a shop together, because then now it's 4 different people putting in listings. So
right.
if each person put in, let's say 5 or 10 a week, imagine how many we were putting.
Right.
So
we're like, this shop is gonna blow up because
remember.
now, and then it's also so different because we all are different in how we design
right.
and how we create our ideas. And so we're like, imagine all the different kinds of designs we'll have in there. Like our shop will immediately blow up.
We could feed it 4 times as fast.
Yeah, because then now everybody is listing.
Except nobody listed. So.
I did. You listed some, but I went in. Shay did not. Mike did not.
Which is why.
But I did. I did.
Shay's gonna
I
be
was
like,
in
why
it.
you gotta bring me in?
I'm sorry, Shay.
I'm saying that right
I'm sorry,
now.
Shay. But I listed, and I was like, no, I'm putting this in there.
Yeah, so
I definitely listed.
So that's when you opened your own
Now,
shop.
they were terrible designs, probably, but I listed.
Well, the whole reason I brought that up was that having those items in your shop, that is awesome. It's great. The more you can put in your shop, the better. The more well-researched, great designs you put in your shop, the better. Mm-hmm. But there's only one of you, and there's so many things to design. And so it's better to focus that all in one product. I would suggest one Etsy shop, one product until you're selling that product to the point that you wanted to sell it.
Wait, Shay, for real? Well, Shay, you didn't design.
Shay, let's put on the record that Shay didn't design. Now, I didn't either, but I want to say that Shay did.
Just to bother her right now. Just to bother her. So I hope that answers your question. I know we went on a total silly tangent, but
question 2. Happy seeing hanging with you guys. I don't know, designing branching blankets. Okay,
yeah,
there we are. I need to get back to group other than teacher.
Yeah.
Okay, Rachel. Jennifer, be sure to click the like button.
Oh, thanks.
Right.
Thank you, Monica. I hope that works out well for you, Shawna. I hope she loves the shirts. Oh yeah.
Yeah, awesome. Me too. Fingers crossed.
Carla, just use Canva Pro Bulk Create and do all your mock-ups for all designs in 3 seconds. I know.
Wow.
The Bulk Create is wonderful.
I know. I'm a learner. I feel like I learn better if somebody shows me and I'm doing it at the same time, because then now I'm building the memory of having done it myself, like that muscle memory of doing it. So I need, just like watching some videos and stuff. Yeah, I'll learn it, but it's going to be slower for me and I'm probably going to fall asleep.
Hold on. But Carla said something interesting. Just use Canva Pro Bulk Create and do all your mock-ups.
For all designs in 3 seconds.
Are you saying I use the Bulk Create to scale out phrases? Are you saying you're using the Bulk Create for your
to put them in the mock-ups? Oh, Shawna.
I don't.
That's what takes the longest. Other than the phrases, that's what takes the longest is putting them on the mock-ups.
Carla, if that's what you meant, I have to look into that because I have not been doing that.
Rachel, I have Playground 2. I'm really liking it.
Me too, Rachel. I'm really liking it.
I need to get it. LOL. I'm reading lips. I can tell. Monica, Susan, during my first year, I was all over the place, trying out different niches and different products. That got me absolutely nowhere. 7 sales in 9 months. Yeah.
Yep.
Monica, sure, the lack of research and the bad designs were my biggest problem, but focusing only one to 2 products and a few niches will help a lot too.
Yes.
Maureen, Everbee is really helpful with research. Yeah. Melanie, hello guys, I made it. Love you all. Hi, Melanie.
Glad Melanie made it.
Just recapping that.
Shay's getting in there.
She said, I sure didn't.
Shay's got a lot to say. Shay's got a lot to say in the comments.
Shay tonight.
Love you, Shay.
Hi, Shay Shay.
I'll pinch him for you if you'd like me to.
Shay, be quiet.
Luke's got dirt on Shay.
YDS made it.
Yay!
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Rachel laughing. Carla, I got you, girl. Great advice. You guys are cracking me up. Carla, no, not phrases, mock-ups.
Okay,
Shawna.
Then I've been missing out. I need to do
That
that.
alone might make me want to go on to Canva.
Oh my
And
gosh.
she's like, we need a class on bulk mock-up stat.
Yes.
Oh, yes, we do.
Stats.
Yes, we do. Linda, do you find that you get more sales on a certain day of the week? Mondays are better for me, but I think that the weekends should be. Just wondering.
It's funny. I used to always try to make these connections. I don't try to make them anymore, but I used to and felt like, oh, it was this one day or another. Mother's Day was terrible, by the way.
Yeah, Mother's Day.
Yeah, and I think that was for quite a few people.
Well, I mean, the months have
leading
been
into
terrible.
Mother's Day. You're saying,
Yeah.
It was great for me.
No, Mother's
Oh man, no. I mean, the last few months have been terrible for me. So
Oh,
just
I'm
shade.
sorry,
That's
man.
right. It's okay. Just keep on trekking. That's right. I'm gonna keep talking too, said Shay. Maureen, Mike, your facial expressions speak volumes. That was Maureen. Lele Rod. Hi everyone from Los Angeles. Hey.
Hey, welcome.
Just a man. Late but made it.
Yay, just a man made it.
Monica, Carla, make a tutorial, please. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Carla, please.
Carla, you're not in the membership, right? I'm looking her up right now. I'm trying to
She's
find
not.
out. Carla, I need more
For me,
information.
Thursday to Saturdays are good for me. That's interesting that she realized that.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I've ever thought of like there's a specific day or anything that does better for me.
Yeah.
I feel like it's different. Holiday days like Mother's Day, like nothing came through.
Right. That's pretty
People are
typical.
busy. Yeah, they're busy.
their
They're
thing.
doing things like Christmas Day, like nothing really
Yeah.
comes through. Everybody's Christmasing.
That's right. Lyneida said, and it cracks me up when we were getting ready. She put the camera on and she said, "Oh, my makeup is makeuping." I like it.
I feel like it has like a little bit of a filter. So what I was seeing back reflected from the mirror is not what I saw from the camera. So when I looked at the camera, I was like, oh.
She's all glittering, which I
Nice.
don't know if you can see.
I did
it.
put, I don't know, can you see I put glitter in my hair?
I can see it.
Oh, you can kind of see a little sparkle.
So before we let you guys go,
Mhm.
let's just recap. Let me go back over to our calendar over
Yeah.
here. If you want to, we really started talking a lot about group,
Yeah.
right? So if you want to cash in this summer, like right now we're in mid-May,
Mhm.
some things you might want to be working on: back to school,
Mhm.
specifically teacher name shirts. Hey, listen, anyone can do a teacher name shirt, even if you're not interested in teacher stuff.
So easy.
And don't do just two or three. I'm talking like do 50 totally different teacher name shirts. Like,
Mhm.
You'd be giving yourself a pretty good chance to get one of them going. And yes, I mean just one of them because this is how that works.
Lele just got a cha-ching.
Yay,
You all are
Lele!
good luck.
Woo!
Yay!
Good. You could do back to school phrases and you can do like that are specifically for the first day of school, but you don't have to stick with that. You could do more evergreen stuff that sells really well at the beginning of the school year. Teacher name shirts,
Mhm.
grade level shirts, they'll buy them all year long. And then you could build
Group
upon
phrases
that. Group phrases,
for the
funny
most
phrases.
for a teacher.
And they will buy the name and the grade level stuff all year long, and you can build upon it because you could do Halloween versions, you could do
Yeah.
Christmas versions. They buy it for that.
Yeah.
They'll wear them together.
Valentine's, St. Patrick's Day when that comes around and stuff like that.
They'll buy them for that. You could do family vacation. You could do vacation shirts. You can also target family vacation, right?
And I would say the family vacation, don't think that you only need to design like for the summer. Because people go on vacation all different times, different school zones, or sometimes people, I remember when I lived in Alabama for a bit, they would have like a fall break, like October before Thanksgiving, like they would have like a week break.
Yeah.
So people go on vacation all year round. For Christmas, they go on vacation in Christmas.
They're not
spring
going on
break,
ski trips
yeah.
during the summer.
Yeah,
You gotta
so
hit that again later.
So there's a lot of things that you can do with vacation because people go on vacation at all different times of the year.
And the other one we mentioned that kind of piggybacks on that concept is Bachelorette. Bachelorette's a great one to be working on
All
during
year round.
spring and summer, but it's all year round. And the bachelorettes aren't going on ski trips, and that's a popular bachelorette type of design to make.
Mhm.
But that's not the kind you should be making right now. You should be making coastal designs and Western designs and those other themes.
Like for Nashville and things like that.
So lots of bachelorette, and then you only have to make 2 designs, and you got a group
Vegas.
listing. So, and then you could kind of double down and make some of those just for the bride if you wanted to like kind of get extra use out of those.
And then coming up with Halloween and Christmas, you can do themed bachelorette.
Yep.
Halloween, Christmas.
And they absolutely, I've made lots of sales there. They absolutely buy for that. And you had mentioned that this is a little nugget, Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
You could start listing for Oktoberfest here pretty soon. And if you're afraid of couples, I'll leave you with this thought as well. Family reunion was another one I meant to mention.
Yeah.
But if you're afraid of listing for group, then I would really suggest thinking about doing a design for teachers that this one design that the whole grade level can buy, and then graduating from that to possibly bachelorette or couples designs, because
I was just gonna say couples, because then it's just 2, so it gets you going on it.
Yeah, it's that's how I entered into it. I didn't go full blown family or group stuff right from the get-go.
Yeah.
Linda Guardiola says, Shawna, let's get a back to school challenge in the membership. 50 name designs, 30 group designs, 20 team designs. That's a nice idea.
That is a really good idea.
That's a great idea.
I love it. I love it, Linda. All right.
Marianela said my big orders are bachelorette.
Yeah.
Monica said I'm in, Linda.
Yes.
Nice.
Let me tell you something.
What is the main
Linda.
niche for each of you? I skipped something up here. Melanie Sheffield.
Where are you?
Right here.
Melanie Sheffield.
Oh, what is the main niche
for each of you?
We work in multiple niches.
Yeah.
So Lyneida and I are big into back to school. That's definitely.
I do
but
like the teacher stuff. And do I do well in it? I don't know, but I love the holiday stuff, like especially Chris. I love Christmas.
I'll let you know the answer to that soon.
Yeah.
He's still figuring it out.
Yeah. But yeah, back to school is.
And when she says holiday stuff, she doesn't mean she's just putting Merry Christmas on a shirt. She's building on niches she's already establishing.
Yeah.
And I think all the niches we mentioned today were in all of them. That we mentioned today. But some of them you just put more love into because either you're doubling down on them because you choose to, because you want to be in that niche, like I did for school, for teachers, or because you tried it out for a few weeks and then it starts getting some traction. And so then you're doubling down on it. So that's one that you're giving more love.
Like this past year, I think for the first time I designed for Oktoberfest, which we just mentioned, you could start in the next couple of weeks to start designing for that. So last year I got into Oktoberfest. This year I got into Mardi Gras. So I mean, maybe like she said, there's ones that we put a little extra love into them just because we have the traction. So we double down in them.
Okay.
But I mean, yeah, we're everything like 4th of July. I just, God, yeah, there's so many. There's so many.
And you want to do threads. So like, you don't want to do a one-off, like, oh, I'm going to do like, I don't know, I'm going to do bachelorette coastal stuff in the summer and then never touch it again.
Yeah.
The idea is to build on that niche throughout the year. And so, you're doing some Halloween bachelorette stuff. You're doing some ski trip bachelorette stuff in January, maybe, and you building on those threads, or you're doing holiday themed, you're hitting your holidays through those threads that you're building out in your shop.
What about birthday? Rachel said, do those sell well during the summer? Well,
yes,
year round.
100%. A birthday is a great
Birthdays are year
one.
round.
Really, sometimes I forget to mention birthday because it is
so known.
It's so all year. It's so all year. So
it just seems like obvious. Like it's not one that
like
needs
I forget
to be mentioned.
because I could mention it any month of the year. Really is a great one.
Yeah. And the challenge accepted.
Yeah, I love the back to school challenge idea. I am planning on doing a Christmas challenge in July and then another one in September to get us ready for Christmas. I love the back to school challenge. I'm so going to be on that. Thank you, Linda.
Marianela, we have work to do and money to make.
That's right.
Oh, Just a Man just hit 530 sales today. Yay! Congratulations.
Awesome.
That's awesome. And then Riley said, I sold a birthday shirt last week, Rachel, and I have like 10 listed. It's not built out.
Nice.
Very good. Very good.
Oh, Riley, start doubling down on that. I know you're on top of that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. Guys, thanks
Yeah.
for joining us.
Thank you for joining
Woo,
us.
Made it fun.
Yeah, this was awesome. And I love the
Yay.
engagement. Thank you guys for just writing. And I mean, the dedication, even in a movie.
Yep.
You're on.
And Monica over
Love
there
it.
at 3 a.m. over there.
And was it Romania?
Yeah.
Romania. That's you always join. Thank
Yep.
you. I really appreciate that.
We should really try to do a live at least once a
month.
Once a month. Yeah.
Yeah.
We should put a All right, guys. Thank
Okay.
you.
Take
Thanks
care,
for being
everybody.
here.
Congrats to all the cha-chings
Yes.
and to all the sales. May you get many, many more in these upcoming months.
Yes.
And we're getting close. So let's start preparing because fourth quarter is almost here.
That's right.
Don't forget to hit the like button.
Yes, please.
We love you guys.
Yes. We
Love you guys. Thank you so much for joining. I hope everybody has a wonderful night or day wherever you're at and get some sleep.
Yes.
Just Shay. Great job, y'all.
Thanks, Shay.
Oh, we hope you guys had fun. Okay. Bye, guys.
All right, bye, guys.
I don't know how to turn it off.
I was wondering
Bye.
Wait, don't.
Wait.
I'm just kidding.
Wait a minute.